car ownership in Kenya is a very big con game and it's a money pit. People get conned every single time when they're buying cars, from maintenance of the cars. Most of the garages here, they want to just do quick fixes and all that. So that's the second, way that car ownership has become a laughing stock. Number three is bills. And bills is the worst place, worst area of extortion. I would say extortion, right? So someone will find that I have a very old car, I have a 1990s car, or I have a let me go buy a 1970 car, 1980 car, and let me build it. Yeah, you need to understand what it takes to build the car. And now we cannot exhaust everything in today's episode. So what we're gonna do is that I'm just telling you guys what TheeCharged is all about, yeah, and why the name TheeCharged. So TheeCharged means that you are charged and you will get raw, unfiltered content, right? And as a car enthusiast, as a car owner, as a garage owner, I've attended very many events and across the country, across East Africa, and I will be telling you the very raw information, and we will be inviting various guests in our podcast channel. Yeah, and for today's episode, we have invited the man himself, Stique Wabaki San. What's your real name?
My real name.
Yes,
My real name is the real guy G.
that's not your real name.
Jaman. So guys, my name is Steve,
Mhm.
right? And I'm one of the proponents, of course, of motorsports in Kenya, and we talk about tarmac. And I'm also the biggest advocate project. So I have I won't name how many project cars I have, but just know I have a couple of projects.
Yeah, he has quite a bit of project cars, and we have done a lot of project cars in collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when it comes to the simple thing as AC, before we got to where we are, Steve, how much money did you spend on AC just on your car?
Actually, I'd spent a lot of money until we met, and then they realized that we spend a lot of money because we don't know if the person fixing our car is the right person. So I'd spent a lot of time, the guys who know, behind, you can call it Nakumat or Carrefour, where we used to go to Barich Road and get your AC fixed. But every time it lasts like a week. And I would like to say that good job. That AC has lasted since 2020 when we did it, right?
Yeah, he just you checked your camera, right?
Yeah. So it was the first car I took to Precision. At that time, I was not sure these Precision guys. But when I went there, I saw like, okay, these guys really know what they're doing. And the weirdest thing, it was only a small rubber seal that kept leaking.
Yeah, O-ring. It was an O-ring.
Yes, an O-ring. And once it was done, the guy came up with some fluids and some nice chemicals that he poured inside that pump. He said that the pump has never been serviced. I was shocked because I used to take it to Baricho Road for service. And my car is black and it's full tint front and back. So you can imagine the heat inside. And I used to drive, because I have leather, yeah? Premium leather from Germany, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so I needed my AC. And I'd like to thank this guy because it's been a while since I've actually refilled my, right?
Yeah. So in a similar setting, you see now an O-ring costs 50 shillings, right? On the higher side, if you look, it costs 50 shillings. But now you see, because people don't have the right, mechanics or the right people servicing their cars or even working on ACs, so you end up spending a lot of money, and that's all what you're going to discuss, in this podcast channel. And if you come to bills, for instance, I'm sure, Stick, you've done so many bills. Uh, Someone will tell you, oh, paint work, let's just paint the car, right? And the rust, the whole rust process, the rust curing process, if at times you find such an extensive rust, especially in builds, because you're buying an old car and it's stayed in a junkyard. How many junk cars have you bought? A lot. Even the fair lady, you bought it from a junkyard.
But they're not junk, yeah? Those are like precious items, right? For men, we call them prospective future investment, right? Now, when you talk about a project car, it's not about the rust, right? Whenever you have a project car, it's an emotional attachment you have. Let's say for the fair lady, I've always wanted one. And when I was young, I saw one driving down Wayaki. I was with my dad. I told my dad, please buy me. Dad told me, grow up, work hard. One day you'll buy that car, right? Good. So fast forward to some days, I'm going to fix my Benz in some workshop I used to visit frequently in the industrial area. So these guys are fixing my Benz. Okay, we're waiting for parts to arrive. Back in the day, there were no border borders, right?
Yeah.
So the guy has to go walk,
Mm.
crossing there, looking for the same part. So you have to wait like half the day, and you probably just plugs and maybe an oil filter and air filter. So then, since I'm waiting there, I've been given the, of course, ceremonial Fanta and cakey. You're just there, and suddenly I'm told to just walk around, just waste some time. I go to the back of the workshop and I look at all these cars. Each car is literally owned by someone, but someone just decided to give up on them.
Mm.
And in the corner, I just uncover one car, and it's a fairly.
Mm.
And that is the first time I fell in love with it.
So it's more of an emotional and sentimental value that you hold towards the car over the you know, the aspects that surround the car, right?
Yeah, you would never see me buying a BMW like you. I'll always buy a Benz project car. It's because of the emotion in it.
Yeah.
Right?
So like for me, I'm a BMW fanatic, right? I just love you know, the Beamers and the engineering
And
behind
the rust, yeah?
and no, by the way, the Fair Lady had a lot of rust, Steve.
Nope.
It
The
did.
weird thing about the Fair Lady, it has been parked for 20 years under the shade. It actually is the project car I have with them.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And the Mercedes?
The Mercedes is coming in for rust work next week.
No, the Mercedes that we overturned.
That had more rust
Yeah.
than it actually is the car with the most rust. 124s, especially at the battery area, it's hell. It's malignant cancer. The guy who fixes them apparently is me, because I have a couple of valances that we got from XDTW. That's the front half of the car.
Mm.
So we can actually replace them. But then again, that's drives us back to your point. Someone who is not going to be willing to spend that amount of money to just restore that part of the car, they just buy another car.
Exactly. And you see now some people will just be like, just let's do a simple filler work and just paint the car, and then with like 3-4 months you find cracks in the body and all that.
In fact, most of the
Like your Chesa right now, you painted your Chesa, right?
my Chesa is I painted it myself. Funny enough. But luckily for us, Toyotas don't have so much rust. The only problem I have is that I will not say it was not a clean body. The car had been in an accident before. And literally, I'd offered the owner, I think 8 years back, and he refused to sell me the car. Then when he sold it to me, I was so shocked. So it has taken a lot of money to restore it to at least some photogenic looks. I know when you see it there with the precision logo on the side.
I think the precision is bringing it more of the photogenic look than the paint itself.
Yeah, and then I added some drift practices to it, some tournaments.
Yeah.
I mean, it has so many scars.
Yeah.
It should be coming in for work next week.
Yeah.
Also, but it had a lot of issues, and I thank you for fixing. Like the sunroof was leaking a lot, and you fixed that for me. It was not even opening, and it was clogged up. And
just on the
bringing back to your
sunroof,
point,
how much money did we spend on the sunroof?
I don't even remember.
It was like 25
Like
Gs?
25K.
Yeah.
But you see, it was an investment. My sunroof has never disturbed me ever since.
Yes.
Number two, I really did not want to get my sunroof fixed by an unqualified person.
Yeah.
Most of the guys will tell you, seal it.
Seal it, or let's fix it for a cheaper, you know.
Yeah, so I just called him, Brian. I was like, boss, the car is done. It needs to start drifting. What can you do for me about this sunroof? And in like 1 hour, you had fixed which was quite impressive, right?
Yeah. So that's the whole idea about builds, yeah, and that's what we're going to talk about in the in TheeCharged channel. We're going to talk about more of your cars, you know, the many cars that Stiquez rather is famously known as Stique Wabaki San. He has many project cars. We're going to talk about all that and how, you know, how your experience, you know, he's a very good person in terms of old 1JZs. The mapping and the electronic bit of also the 1JZs as well.
So I'm a straight 6 fanatic, right? I don't like those straight 4s over here.
My Beamer is straight 6.
Yes, you just You just joined our group recently. Eh? So I've driven a straight six for the longest. I bought my first Benz was a
Come on, I don't have any straight four or a V4. I have a V6 Audi.
okay,
So that's a V6.
okay,
V6 Discovery 4.
okay.
Yeah, TDV6. And I have a straight six Beamer.
So one thing I did when I got my Fair Lady, I removed the and kicked out the V6. So I put the straight six. So I love straight sixes because they're inherently balanced. They create some
Yeah, the
good,
balance and the sound.
some good power.
And the sound also is awesome.
In my array of cars, my RB sounds the best.
Mm.
Better than second is the 1J and third is the 2J. But the RB sound cannot be replicated, right? One of the reasons why is that the head, the RB actually raves to 8.5 and the Jay-Z's rave to around 7.5 and the Jay-Z's around to 6.5, 6.7. So there's a sound it creates when it reaches somewhat past 6,700 where the other engines can't.
Mm.
If you guys watch most of our videos for drifting, you'll hear the RBs when they are hit on the limiter. They produce a screeching kind of sound.
Yeah.
You can't get that from any other car. So straight sixes, my beloved, all the Benzes.
Some people
straight
say your
sixes.
cars are commonly known as bots because of the body noise they make. They trash talk and say that Sticks cars are bots.
Bots actually means a car that is big, heavy, and literally it has like less than 200 horsepower, like your Beamer. So
My it's just trash talking my Beamer, but my Beamer has way more than 200 horsepower.
we put it to the task. Yeah, we should.
Well,
we should do a drag race between my Benz and your Beamer.
We should.
Remember, they're both manual, but
We
mine is
should.
3.2. Yeah,
We should.
yeah. So back to the story. I like straight sixes. Like my other Benz, I got it abandoned in one of the workshops, and many people did not understand the car.
Mm.
Luckily for me, I'd been driving around with one for like 4 or 5 years.
Mm.
Since I'd been given a lot of character development by mechanics, I used to fix my own car after reading the whole Benz manual. I think I'm the only few people in Kenya, maybe East Africa, that actually read the whole manual from top to bottom and actually wrote notes from how to fix your own sunroof. I actually fixed my own sunroofs on the Benzes, how to service them, how to detect issues, biodegradable harnesses. So I found one of the Benzes abandoned. And this is an GK, ex State House car with a straight six manual.
Wow.
Right? And it's the car that ended up in
for the AC.
No, the other Rust car.
The other Rust car, okay.
But people didn't understand the power of a straight six. So the problem with these ex State House cars, they tend to be stolen ECUs. So we ordered an ECU back in the day. I was very broke. We ordered an ECU, it cost me 45K. But no one could fix the car. So what we did, we just put the ECU and we drove it out of that guy. All those mechanics, I think they've been the best mechanics in Nairobi, were shocked. And me and my pal Martin, we just came with the ECU, put fuel and drove out. This guy did not be. The problem was just the. So that's how we started up, and we also opened our own garage after that when we realized that a lot of the cars are parked in garages, not because of the owner. Most of them are parked because of the.
True.
If you get a good garage, it's just like a hospital. When you see too many sick patients in a hospital, the problem is not the patients, it's the hospital.
True.
So you need to like discharge some of the cars.
Yeah.
So that is the first time we realized, wow, people actually have missed a generation of manual Benzes.
Yeah.
And that the car is 3.2 liter, meaning it has quite a number of torque. And unluckily for that car, it became my first drift car.
Wow.
Because I welded the diff and broke the diff like thrice. But it was so expensive to get the diffs because the diffs are so rare. We could only get them from Germany. So then we converted now to drifting the truck.
So yeah, for more of such topics, and we are still gonna. This talk has not ended today. It was just an introduction, and we are gonna invite Stik a couple of more times for him to give us his insights, and we are gonna invite people with vast knowledge about cars like Stik here, who have been through the process, been there and done that. That's what they say. And on our next episode, right, and that's very key. On our next episode, we are gonna invite Joanne, the for real owner, and that will be after we have handed over the jalopy to her, and she will also give her, her insights on the car and what we've done to the jalopy, all the nitty gritties and all the engineering that has gone into the jalopy to make sure that it is built to the standard, what amount of money we have put into the jalopy, everything that we have done, in terms of the jalopy, from the aesthetics to the engineering to the drivetrain to the interiors to the electricals, the whole works. So guys, keep on subscribing to the YouTube channel. And Steve, again, I thanks a lot for
Yeah.
being with us today.
Imran, you should tell people that there are no project cars in, so you should do that.
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So thanks a lot, Steve, for today's for visiting us today and being our guest today. And we will require you more often than not. So please, I hope you're a phone call away.
No worries. We're here. Remember, team drifting, team project cars, anytime.